Hello everyone, I'm Thomas and welcome to the island of Sodor, a railway where me and all my friends work very hard and become really useful engines. Today is Christmas Eve, the day before the big holiday at this time of year where passengers are getting to where they need to go before all the stations are closed for the day to celebrate. The thing I remember about Christmas is Mrs. Kindley because she saved everyone from a nasty accident right before the holiday and we thanked her a year later in a very special way. Let me explain to you what I mean. After a hard day's work, I talked to the engines at the sheds and told them my idea and why we should do it as a thank you party. Everyone loved the idea and we talked to the fab controller and he agreed to the idea, but then he had some bad news. Mrs. Kindley is all snowed up. Toby said he'll help to rescue her. You must help her too. Thomas, there's no party unless you do. I was never a big fan of snow, but I knew it was important to help an old friend from being covered in snow and agreed on doing it. There's a good engine. You and Toby will manage splendidly. There was a lot of snow for me to push out of the way. Some of the piles were easy to do while others were difficult to the point that workmen would have to help out real quick and then we were off again. When we got to the cottage, we couldn't believe our eyes. I whistled real loud for her to hear and she waved out of her window so we know she's okay. Then we heard the noise of a tractor and immediately knew who it was. It was Terence and right away, he and the workmen were clearing the snow away. When the job was done, Percy came and took the workmen home while Mrs. Kindley asked Terence to keep an eye on her cottage and then we were off to the sheds. When we got there, it was very dark and quiet. I almost thought that everyone forgot about the party and went to sleep when all of a sudden, the lights were turned on and everyone was waiting for us. The fat controller was very proud of us for what we did. After Toby and I were at our spots, Mrs. Kindley thanked us and said Thomas and Toby are good friends. And now Percy, you are my friend too. Percy was slapped 3 cheers for Mrs. Kindley. He shouted and we had the best Christmas we ever had that night. Mrs. Kindley agreed that there will be no better place to live than here on the island of Sodor. And that is how we spent Christmas with Mrs. Kindley that year. Just remember that if you help someone with something big, you might get something big as a thank you. I better see if there's any passengers to take for the holiday. Come back real soon and I'll tell you another event that happened on this island. Happy Christmas and see you later.